Hi students, in the previous video we discussed about Newton's first law of motion. The link of the previous video is given in the description box. If you want to see that video, just click on that link. So Newton's first law states that every object continues in its state of rest or uniform motion along a straight line unless an unbalanced external force acts on it. Newton's first law explains some common tendencies of bodies at rest and in motion. Let's try to understand this through some activities. First, place a bottle filled with water on the top of the towel. Then pull the towel to the left side. What do you observe? The bottle falls down to the right side. Now repeat the experiment, again putting the bottle filled with water on the top of the towel, then pull the towel to the right side. Then what do you observe? You can see that the bottle falls to the left side. Let's analyze the situation. Wasn't the bottle at rest before the towel was pulled out? How long does the bottle remains to be at rest? The bottle remains to be at rest until an unbalanced external force acts on it. If you pull the towel, does the top of the bottle show a tendency to remain at rest? And what happens to the bottom of the bottle? The bottom of the bottle tries to move along with the towel. This is due to the fact that the bottom of the bottle gaining motion due to the frictional force between the towel and the bottle, whereas the top of the bottle remains to be at rest. That is, the top of the bottle cannot change its state of rest. This inability to change its state of rest by itself, or the tendency of a body to remain in its state of rest, is called inertia of rest. Here, the top of the bottle remains to be at rest due to the inertia of rest. Now let's do another experiment. Place the bottle used in the above experiment on the top of the towel. Bring the bottle into motion by pulling the towel slowly. Gradually increase the speed of pulling. Stop pulling when the bottle gains a certain speed. What do you observe? Wasn't the bottle in the state of motion before you stopped pulling the towel? Yes, the bottle was in the state of motion before we stopped pulling the towel. Didn't the top of the bottle show a tendency to continue its motion when you stopped pulling the towel? Yes, the top of the bottle shows a tendency to continue its state of motion when we stopped pulling the towel. The bottom of the bottle comes to rest because of friction, but the top of the bottle couldn't change its tendency to move forward. This tendency of a body to remain in its state of motion, or the inability of a body to change its state of motion, is called inertia of motion. Here, the top of the bottle moves forward even if we stop the pulling of towel due to the inertia of motion. Let's see other examples of inertia of rest and motion. A book is placed on the top of a towel. If we suddenly pull the towel, we can see that the book remains at the same position. That is, the book shows a tendency to remain at its state of rest. This is due to the inertia of rest. Here I have taken an empty glass. I am placing a thin plastic sheet on the top of the glass. I have a coin in my hand. I am placing that coin on the top of the plastic sheet. Then strike the plastic sheet with your fingers. What do you observe? You can see that the coin fell into the glass. Here the coin shows a tendency to remain at its state of rest. It's an example for inertia of rest. Let's see another example for inertia of rest. Some coins are placed at the center of a carom board. I'm striking that coin with a striker. When the striker is hitting on the coin which is placed at the bottom, what happens to the other coins? The coin at the bottom moves away, whereas the other coins try to remain at their state of rest. Similarly, you might have seen the headrest in the vehicles. What's the purpose of using headrest in the vehicles? You can see in the video, suppose if a car is hit from the back, if a person is sitting inside the car, what happens to his body? His body is pushed forward, whereas the head tries to remain at its state of rest. If there is no headrest, fatal injuries can occur to the neck. Now let's see some examples for inertia of motion. A ball is placed on the top of a roller. The roller is pushed forward. The roller moves to some distance. After some time, the roller is stopped by hitting on the surface. Then you can see that the ball which was placed on the top of the roller was going forward. When the roller becomes stopped, the ball which was placed on the top of the roller continues to remain at its state of motion. That's why even if the roller is stopped, the ball tries to move forward. So it has got the inability to change its state of motion or inertia of motion. Another example for inertia of motion can be seen in the video. You might have heard that the passengers sitting inside a car must wear seat belts. Why? While the car is moving, the passengers inside the car will be moving with the velocity of the car. If the car is stopped suddenly, the bodies of the passengers continue to remain at their state of motion. So, there will be a tendency for the passengers to move forward and hit on the glass and dashboards. This may cause fatal accidents to the passengers. If you wear seat belts, it prevents the passengers to move forward when the car is stopped suddenly. In this way, we can see lots of examples for inertia of rest and inertia of motion. Just write down in your science diary for the examples of inertia of motion and inertia of rest.